All right, so our next training here is greet and meet. It's gonna require a little more skill if you're not comfortable meeting new people. It's kind of having to go up and talk to a stranger, right, that you don't know, and kind of being proactive and just kind of getting to know the guy. I think it comes with age too. I don't know if that's part of that. And as I get older and older, and just kind of being comfortable talking to people, and maybe just with my own kids too, and just talking to other random kids, talking to my kids, like, hey, who's this guy, and making sure he's good to go. I kind of, I don't know, I think you just develop it. But I know that some guys do it better than others, and some people just don't really do it as often, so they're not as used to it. So kind of, where you are, where you can play, but you can screen out, report things, but once you kind of find that this guy's kind of weird or he's new, you got to go find out. So you got to be comfortable talking to people quickly, and I think say it's a skill, because I think anyone can learn this. You got to be able to build rapport with them quickly. It's just the way you approach and get to know them makes a big difference. You can approach them like, hi, or you go up to them and it's like, hey, how are you? My name is Hien. What's your name? I haven't noticed you here. Have you been coming here for a while? So they're like, yeah, this is my first day or whatever. Like, oh, cool. Okay, so what brings you out to this church? How did you find out about this church? Kind of like, it's all about them, right? You want to know them, not about yourself, because the more you think about yourself, then it's like, you start to, like, what's in it for me, and you start to shut down. So it's all about them, getting to know them, and I think that's the mindset you should have. And when you have that mindset of what else can I know about this guy, it's like, oh, cool, I noticed you were holding this, or I noticed you got this jacket from whatever, or how many kids you got, and kind of things like, oh, I noticed you have 3 kids at 2 or 3, whatever, and then so what's their names? Kind of get to know them more, and then eventually, hey, you know what? If they're pretty cool, or it seems like they're gonna stick around, or hey, they're just, you get along talking to them or whatever, or if anything, just invite them over for dinner at your house, and just exchange numbers, get to know them a little bit, and welcome them to the church. Okay. Now they're kind of like, hey, how's it going? You go in with a positive, vibe, and just like, hey, I'm happy, good, and a big old smile and everything, and they're like, yo, what's up? No, this single answers. Like, okay, so those are cues, right? It was just single answers. He's not cool. He's troubled. How you doing? Good. Where you from? Here. How'd you find this church? Website. And he just doesn't want to open up, right? That's something that we need to report to the team. You need to investigate more. Then you need to probe more, I'd say. Even if he gets mad, probe him until he gets mad. And he does get mad, boom, sorry, you're not welcome here. He needs to open up, otherwise there's something wrong. We need to dig. We need to find out. I wouldn't still want that person to hang out with my kids if he's just like a one word kind of person. He's like, dude, he's closed out. He's hiding something. He's got drugs or what? Do I want him to hang out with my kids? No. I don't want him hanging out with my brothers and sisters either, right? If he's like, not opening up, he's not talking, and what's going on? I know we want to help him, but this is not the training for that. This is just to make sure that he's not going to be a threat to our brothers and sisters in the church, okay? Now, I'm sure I'll bring on some people who have been, who dealt with people like this, and who can maybe say, hey, maybe we can sit in a room together and we can hash things out and go through the scriptures, and maybe I invite him for Bible study. But this is someone I could probably maybe close the distance on and kind of tail a little better. Like, hey, where are you sitting? Can I sit with you? No. Then, well, I'm gonna sit with you anyway. I don't care. I want to get to know you more, kind of thing, and just do it anyway. And if he's not cool with that, then we need to find that button and keep pushing it until it pops out, and then be ready for him, right? And if he's just like, hey, you know what? This is not cool. Get away from me. Sorry, dude. I don't think you're cool. You're trespassing. You need to leave. All right. We can't welcome that. Okay. All right. That's just my 2 cents on it. I know that some people are like, hey, maybe he's trouble. He needs God. He needs gospel. I get it. But that's not the attitude we come in with that. Okay. It's not. I mean, maybe one-on-one. I'll talk to you, but not in a group with I have to err on caution, right? Like, it's just, I'd rather him be mad than shoot up the whole congregation. That's kind of like my thing, right? He can come back. He can go to another church. I don't know. I'm sure someone else can vibe with him a little better than how I came across. I don't know. Okay, so that's how I would take it in order to keep the church safe. And I know that every soul is important. I agree. And maybe we can say, hey, maybe you can come back and I'll meet with you one-on-one. And are you willing to do that? Am I willing to do that? Right? Or is our pastor willing to do that? Is he willing to do that and show up again? I don't know. Maybe he just attempted something, but I don't know. Maybe he had a different agenda. Maybe he just needed help. Maybe, right? But I don't know how to help that right now. So I can't give you that that support in a sense unless someone knows, and hey, I've dealt with these people before, this is what they need, hey, this will be on this training too. And then that's going to require another skill on how to incorporate that. And then are we going to be vulnerable to let them in, and then are we going to be able to handle it if something does happen, or it's just better that we just kind of push them out and call them up and say, hey, can I call you, can we meet one-on-one? Let's kind of meet in a one-on-one type of context here. Okay. All right. And if we're not willing to do that, then he's got to go. Okay. Thanks.